Well, hey, good morning. Welcome to Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. Starting a little early because there's that Nintendo Direct that's going to drop. It's only 15 minutes, so we'll still have time to cover some other stuff. But I figured we'll make sure we got that situated while I'm playing SD Eternal. Basically, yeah, that thing I had issues with yesterday, I got it figured out. It's pretty easy to use. I'm going to make a video about it, but it's called like screen copy. And basically, you just plug in your phone and it mirrors what's being seen. And it doesn't seem to be like a one-to-one perfect. Like sometimes there's some artifacting. So I don't really know exactly the technology behind how it's mirroring. But anyway, here's the thing. This game, I'm going to be making a video on the Gundam Explained channel about this game, but the SD Eternal on mobile plays exactly like you would have wanted on console, and that doesn't happen a lot with mobile games. The thing is, the classic gameplay that we love, that we like, is wrapped around, you know, the mobile game monetization model, which I understand it needs a monetization model, but the thing where you have to like click into this, claim this, click into this, claim this, go here, set 3 skips for each thing, and then get your daily. You're doing that, and it sometimes takes me out of the fun experience I'm having playing this game. And let's not ignore the fact that sometimes I'm not even playing the game. I have it on auto. Yeah, you know, it's weird. There's some maps I'll play and I'll win, and I'm like, great. And then when I do it on auto, I realize, well, it will win for me. I mean, it depends. There are scenarios where you won't want to have it on auto, but I don't know if that was actually in the other ones, and I just would always skip that. But for mobile, because of the way this game works, I'm actually glad it has this mobile thing going on, so it's like I can kind of plan. Hey, Fluffy, hold on a second. Dog. I can plan around getting my dailies done or something, because I can kind of set it, do what I need to do. When I want to sit and really plan to play down, sit down and play. Yeah, that's easier to do, because I could be like, okay, I want to do a certain match. Oh, notifications are gonna pop up. Is it as ruthlessly sink or swim as the other G generation of gameplay? I'd say it's easier. Okay, here we go. Some Mario Kart. Yeah, I'd say it's an easier game. It's not as hard. Because then a lot of it's like, well, I can just upgrade this. I don't know. It's still fun because it's got that classic gameplay.
Your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game.
Anyway, Mario
Available
Kart
exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
looks great. This Mario Kart World.
Races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
I love that.
Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world. And you can freely
It's like the one time where for Nintendo we're like, yeah, make it a something world.
At the starting line.
Mario Kart
Let's
makes sense.
introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go.
Wow, that one up in the sky, that was cool.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region. Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street.
Wow, that looks cool.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the
Yeah,
city's
Jim Kill, you're
canals.
right. I think they are relying on this game.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
And it looks cool. I love it, but will everybody? It is
Just
kind of
don't
crazy to
slip
think
off
how
while
much Mario
soaking
Kart
up the
8 has
scenery.
sold.
Have a spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema. It's a whole new kind of drive-in theater. And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory, Peach Beach, Wario Shipyard.
Oh, I haven't
and
even
more.
paying attention.
Nostalgic courses from
Did you guys
past
see that?
titles are also here, but now
probably.
they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day.
Sometimes
or at night.
G-Gen will freeze in a mission. It's really annoying. You have to close it and open it back up, but it continues where you left off, although this was the start of a mission, so.
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach,
Peach, really?
Bowser,
I'm joking.
and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like Goomba,
Oh, that's cool.
Spike,
Oh,
and that's right, Cow.
cow.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll.
They even did that funny.
Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you. There are two
That
main
happens in
styles of
Bleach
race
for April
revving
students.
up in
Oh,
this
you know what?
world.
Steven
Grand
was
Prix
telling me about that
and
game.
Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way. Try to steer clear. And now, get ready for Grand Prix
Oh, that music.
with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand
Is that a
Prix
redone
races are
version of the
all around
classic
the
music?
game's world. You'll race through four
like the
different
first track
courses
of
in each cup
Mario
and
Kart?
aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers
Or is
Circuit,
that the N64 one?
while the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
It's one of the few things I play
For the
daily.
first
Helps
time,
it's on the PS4.
you'll need
Oh,
to
interesting.
drive
So,
yourself to the
how long have
next
you played that
course in
daily?
Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Ah, okay.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden
Oh, I
Rally
like that
to
idea.
Ice Rally, and
That's like,
more. These extended races
Outrun,
take you from one
pretty
end
much.
of the world to the other.
It's pretty much Outrun.
Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race. Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running. Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place. Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new
Oh, for
items
6
that
months.
you'll
Okay,
need
that's
out.
reasonable. I was wondering if that was like
That's
something you've been doing for years, 'cause there's sometimes I find a game I feel like I could play.
Don't let your rivals
Oh, that's
cash
cool.
in first.
But then I get tired
With
of
the
like
ice flower,
GBO2
you
is
can
probably the
freeze out
game that I've
rivals.
played
Send
the
'em spinning.
most
Hammer.
daily.
Aim the hammer
Where I
in
think
an
I've
arc.
gone
And nailed it. Hammers
6 months.
also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off.
I've always
rivals.
tried. There's always been the game. It's like,
Mega
oh, I want a
mushroom.
game I check in on
With
daily,
the
but
Mega
it can never
Mushroom,
happen. Maybe
go
this
big,
game.
so your rivals will go home.
G-Generation.
Feather.
Because at the end of the
Use
day,
feather
I'm
to
building
jump
up
and
something
avoid attacks.
that the core gameplay is
You
there.
may even discover some
know, it's not like-
unexpected routes.
It's UC Engage where that doesn't really have gameplay.
Comic. With Comics magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
Although I really like
See for
UC
yourself.
Engage, it's just that
The lower your placement,
when it first came
the
out,
more
it
likely
didn't
you are
have
to
a
find items
data
that'll turn the tables. So when you get items,
or
go
didn't
for
back
it.
up your data or something. So I'd have to start over.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
It's always hard to stick with something. I mean, when it comes to a video game, just because
These
at the end of the
include
day, it is not
smart steering,
the most
which
important
helps
thing
you
going
stay
on.
on the course. Tilt controls, where you can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
Ultronomous, good question. Good question. I know this.
How about a quick break?
I forgot if
A
it does or
snack
not.
sounds
I
good
know
right
in
about
this
now.
game it actually
Hey, look,
does
it's a drive-thru.
sometimes, but mostly not. But there are some times where I've heard.
Here at Yoshi's, you
So,
can
yeah.
grab an order to go. Dash food. Take a
And that's the
bite
other thing. I was
and
playing UC Engage when it wasn't
you can
actually
unlock
released in the
outfits
US, so
inspired
I
by your
built
meal.
up a huge account on a non-US account, and
Eat
then
some sushi and
kind of discouraged me
Whoa,
from
nice
doing it.
threads. Once unlocked, these outfits.
But
can
even
be
then, in
selected
UC
from the
Engage, I feel like I'm in
character
menus
selection
more
screen.
than I'm actually playing the game. Oh,
Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the world. That was a nice detour.
no. But yeah,
Now let's
it
get
does
back to
have.
the action.
It does have some. It's interesting. Like, it will play some original Gundam music, but then for Zeta, it was like
Let's
playing
introduce some new
Zeta-like
tricks that'll
music.
help you ace each
Um,
race.
I wonder if it's like
Charge
individual.
jump. You can now use a charge jump
Oh,
by
charge
holding
jump.
the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Okay.
Use this to leap over obstacles.
Wow.
Grind along power lines.
That seems like a pretty big deal to add a charge jump.
And dodge attacks from your rivals.
Wow. To dodge attacks. Holy.
And if you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
That seems like a huge deal that they've added this in.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Oh no, they're
This
doing
will return
rewind.
your vehicle to its original position. Nice, made it.
Wow.
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
I'm just surprised all the stuff they're adding, but I think it's the right thing
Keep
to
in
do.
mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind.
What?
So don't lose your lead.
Oh. Interesting. So that could be more for exploration
Wanna take a
purposes and not
spin
necessarily to
in
win. I
even
like
more
that.
Races? In time trials, it's you against the clock.
Oh,
Here
Crash
you
did it
can race
first.
without any other competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
Okay.
Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course, or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another. You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or
Wow.
Knockout Tour.
That you just jumped off of someone?
Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams. Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Next up, battle mode. Pop off locally or
Ah.
online in balloon battle. Use items to burst your rivals' balloons. Pop them all and your rivals out. And coin runners.
Dude, that battle mode
You
on
can go for the
N64,
gold by collecting the most
nothing
coins.
matched it.
Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
I'm into the exploration
When
aspect.
you're not racing, you can
Oh,
enjoy
okay, so
free
that-
roam
I
and
was
go
doing an auto
wherever
mission and I
your
only got
heart
1
takes
star.
you.
That means that's probably one
No
that I have
roads?
to do
No problem.
manually or just upgrade.
Ride the rivers. See the seas. drive the desert. Or jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there. Hit hundreds of P-switches
I like
you
that.
find across the world to start missions. By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races. There are also hidden coins, hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore. Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose, look at the camera, choose a frame to decorate, and nice. That one's a winner. If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system. The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Oh, 2 players in each system. But I wonder if they're gonna say you could do it with Switch 1, but maybe it's limited.
And up to
What's it called?
24
That
players from around the world can join a race or battle.
that 2-player co-op game that
online
just came
play.
out, Split Fiction. That you could do on Switch 1 and Switch 2. Drift boosted to a charge jump into a wall ride to a... Yeah, that's why...
This
That's
may
pretty
look
cool that
like
they've
free
done
roam,
this.
But this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can
I just,
quickly see where
to
your
me,
friends are
the
and
gameplay that
travel
I
to their
feel like I'm
location.
going to get the most fun out of this is really just being able to drive around and explore the world and find things. I feel like that's what I like most
Battle
about a
or
lot of
race
these
with
open world
custom
games I've been
rules.
playing is when you're exploring what
Or just go for a ride together.
what
Make
you
this
find,
road
you know.
trip your own.
I just don't like some worlds that are just big and empty. I think
You
Assassin's
can
Creed
also take
worlds
photos together along
sometimes
the
are
way,
too empty.
if that's more your speed.
No, that's cool.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice. Are you kidding me? All right.
Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens. If you
Oh.
have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
Oh, it's cool that it has their faces on there, but
And when playing together in person on the same system,
you know what?
a single
Yeah,
camera
we
can
do a lot
detect
of.
up to 4
We
people's
have
faces.
done a lot of Mario Kart until we beat all the levels, actually. In Mario Kart 8, because we got all the
Enjoy
DLC
view
levels and we beat
get
all
ready
those.
to face
And we
off
were
with
doing
your friends.
wife and the youngest, so yeah, we would definitely make use of that feature. And then I guess this is just like the end video showing off everything. But look, I didn't even need all this information, just the idea that they were
transcontinental race
doing Mario
around
Kart
the
World.
world
Again, what I
is
talked about
just
from the
around the
beginning when
corner
people are
in
like, oh, just add World at the
Mario
end of
Kart
things.
World, available
For Mario
exclusively
Kart,
on
that works.
Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Limited time production through fall. Okay. Well, there we go. Oh, I hope that was enjoyable. So yeah, you know, Mario Kart is definitely like the way and the proposition of the Mario Kart, not just that it's Mario Kart, but this Mario Kart world really gets me to want to get the Switch. And that Tears of the Kingdom getting the upgrade, I feel like there's going to be a lot that I would be getting into right away. Yeah, so that's neat. Yeah, so I guess we'll move on for now. Back to some of the basic stuff that I get to while I'll be playing this game at the same time. How about that? I need to go back to base, or no, stage. This is what I don't like, how long it takes. Main stage. Actually, I can click here, and then click on the next thing, and then go to select. And then the next stage. But I'm going to actually go back here because I don't have the 3. And what I'm going to do is 61. I'm just going to hit auto form. Just because I upgraded some people, but all right, we'll see if that gives me the 3. And again, I have this on auto right now, which is a way to get stuff. Oh, and I'll try to show it. There's another feature that I really like about this that I'll get to here in a second once this is done. But what I was playing, so here, check this out. This game spilled 1 hour, 19 minutes. I had it in my cart for a while. It's $5.99. I think the game is worth it, even though, yes, I completely beat it. But you can actually go back in and just go along for what its ride is. And I would say the ride is you are a boat. It's isometric. You have the right trigger accelerate, left trigger reverse, and then the analog stick is to turn. So it's like tank controls in Resident Evil. And basically, you're just isometrically traveling in the ocean or lakes, rivers, picking up oil. You're just running into the oil, and then you bring it back to this factory. It gives you money. But with the money, you can upgrade the size of the thing that captures the oil, the container that holds the oil, the speed of your boat. So you're just doing this kind of like little upgrading as you're collecting animals. Anyway, that price is still a sticking point. Oh, for Mario Kart is what you mean? I think I'm down with that. But no, for this spilled game, it is $5.99 or something like that. So, pretty good. Pretty good. Unless that's a joke. Sticking point, oil spilled. Because you do save animals. And you know what? So that was it, guys. So yesterday, and I guess I didn't really play too much in general, but when I did play, it was this game Spilled that I beat. I think it's worth checking out. I would, again, worth the price. And then I played G Generation, worth the price. It's free. G Generation, Gundam G Generation Eternal on Android and iOS. It just came out, yesterday. And so, free game. And that's the thing. So if you're someone that doesn't play mobile games, this game, the actual core gameplay of the game, plays like a classic console game, or like this series of games. It does not play like a mobile game. It's just, again, it has all that mobile game stuff on it. Okay. That's about it for what I've been playing. I'm trying to think if there's something else. You know what? I did download Resident Evil 8. Right? That's the latest one, because that's the only one I haven't played. Somehow, I forgot what I was doing last night, but I came across, like, my time. Actually, in other games. Okay. So the latest Resident Evil 4 on Steam, only 3 hours. But, I played GameCube one. I don't think I've ever done a proper playthrough since then. Resident Evil 2, didn't play too much of that. I mean, I played the original again. Like, I guess when it comes to, like, original, where was it? Well, that would have been by the time it came out and that this system existed. So, for instance, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard took me about 13 hours. Resident Evil Revelations, I could have beat it in 4 hours, or maybe I just didn't beat it. Resident Evil 6, look at this, 43 hours in Resident Evil 6. So, that was one that I think a lot of people didn't like when it came out. I liked it. I could tell it was a different game, but I wasn't in the mood for something like that. And then, yeah, Resident Evil 5. So, oh yeah, lots of Resident Evil 5. How many times did I play through it? So anyway, I was just thinking, you know, I want to go through the remakes. I want to go through the latest one, 8, just because they're going to announce 9 soon. So I was talking Mario, but Happy X. No, but you're right. Like for me, just where I am in life, sure, I'll pay that. But that does seem high, especially if like you're a kid and you're excited about the new. Because I remember when I first got Mario Kart. I remember 1993. San Jose, California. My mom was just trying to find another game that we could all play, and Mario Kart was that. You see how that worked? Oh, check that out. Okay, yeah, so here's what I did. I just upgraded, went back to the matches that I didn't get the 3 stars or bar or things on, and it let me. So that's the other thing about this game is it's not about how well you play. It's about how upgraded your stuff is. And that's kind of true with SDG Generation Eternal. I remember I would do the Haro missions with my Advance of Zeta suits to be just like super powerful. Okay, I'll let that go. I still need to finish the RE2 remake. Me too, I want to. I started it, I was playing. I want to do all the remakes because even with 4, I love how they like modernized the gameplay, like action gameplay. But yeah, I'd like to go through those again. Let's see. Actually, let me head back. There is this. The other thing though, I don't want to forget is playing Chrono Trigger. I played an hour in 9 minutes, and I feel like I don't want to like drop it now that I've started it. So I'm gonna try to either this week or this weekend to play it again. Might stream it. All right, let's go see some news. This sounds crazy to me. Oh wait, let me read this. Who needs to be a good pilot when you can let the spec of your suits carry it? Think Shah Rambaral got on Amro for that. That's funny. I love that because that's almost like canon to what's going on here. Putting it on auto. Well, I've upgraded my suit to do all the work for me. The first Mario Kart I ever played was Mario Kart 64 at a Blockbuster kiosk in Oceanside, CA. Yeah, that great game. Mario Kart on the N64. I feel like even that was the Mario Kart until Mario Kart 8. Even though, yeah, there was the GameCube, the Wii. But in the zeitgeist, you know, people always talked about Mario Kart 64. You should try to be consistent with RPGs. That's a lot. Yes, so that's exactly, Ultronimus, what I'm getting at. I'm glad you brought it up. I need to continue, because I remember where I'm at exactly in Chrono Trigger, and it's very interesting. So, yeah, I need to not delay the time between. It's just a lot of times when I'll want to play, I'm like, there's something going on around me, or I need to stop soon, and it's because I want to take in the story. But anyway, to go back to this story, Ubisoft is developing a new battle royale heavily inspired by Apex Legends. So that's crazy that they're even bothering to chase a thing. Although I think Ubisoft makes really good games, so whatever. But I guess the idea here is because Apex Legends has been losing players, and I wonder if this is an experiment maybe that Ubisoft is playing with, because there is not really another game like Apex Legends, FPS-like, shooter-like, in terms of its doing that sort of free-to-play model. Because it's not full-on Fortnite. It's not like PUBG. It kind of has its own thing where it's almost like Call of Duty that's in Battle Royale, right? So if Ubisoft is seeing that it's more of, people are just moving on because it's old, and you can take that same sort of style and just have a new version. I mean, if that works, then that's great. But again, I feel like sometimes these companies are chasing the trend rather than making the neat thing. Yeah, so... But, hey, I'm curious to see what they come up with. Okay, Nintendo Switch 2 VRR mentions disappear from Nintendo's website. So that's interesting. VRR was mentioned during the Switch 2's reveal, but it's now gone from several Nintendo websites. VRR is a big deal. I have VRR on the ROG Ally. It's a game changer. It makes it seem like you're watching 120 hertz or whatever. Anyway, as part, blah, 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 they console support 4K 120 FPS and VRR. Now Nintendo has seemingly removed mentions of VRR from several official websites. As noted by Digital Foundry's Oliver McKenzie, mentions of VRR have been removed. I guess maybe he tweeted it, because I've been watching their videos. Some weird stuff going on at Nintendo. Looks like they've changed their US website to no longer mention VR support for TV play only. And they kind of made an update to the backwards compatibility, that some games will have issues that they're going to have to patch along the way, when at first they said, games are going to just work. Well, not just going to work, with caveats, but then, anyway. Let's see. So VRR variable refresh rate allows supporting TVs to display unconventional frame rates in order to provide a smoother experience. It's a big deal with PC gaming, console gaming, Xbox, PlayStation, they do VRR. So you want to display with VRR, the Sony Portal has VRR. Anyway, it allows the games to look a lot better. My monitor does that, because I have the G-Sync or whatever it's called. So that the refresh rate, all that stuff looks good. And here's the thing, it's not necessary. This is just extra stuff. So how important is it that there's VRR on the Switch too? Well, important, I think, just because everything else does. But I guess we'll get an update on that. It could be nothing. It could be something. Oh yeah, here's that. EA says Switch 2 split fiction can be shared to Switch 1 despite Nintendo guidelines, which is really cool if you think about it. But I've never thought about playing it on separate machines. When it comes to this company's games, I've only played split screen on a TV, which I don't know. Isn't that the way you want to do it? But I guess it's cool that there's options. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it. So there's not too much news going on, I think, just because the Nintendo Switch stuff. There's a couple things going on this year that I think is going to make news for the year slow. Well, a few things. I would say what's been going on with games being canceled. Also, the Switch 2 stuff. Companies are really going to kind of strategically play around Nintendo's release dates. And then Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be the same thing. So, companies are going to want to plan around those releases. So, all right, guys. It is that time. It is 8:30. I am done. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me as we watched the Mario Kart Direct, played some Gundam SD Eternal, and checked out some news. I'll be doing the same thing tomorrow. So, all, have a good rest of the day. We'll talk later.